In today's gospel, Jesus asks his disciples a simple but powerful question. Who do you say that I am? And Peter responds boldly. He says, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. And Jesus praises him for getting it right. But moments later, Jesus says, get behind me, Satan. So what happened? Peter was fine with Jesus being the Christ, as long as Jesus didn't have to suffer, as long as Jesus didn't have to die, as long as Jesus didn't make things uncomfortable. Peter wanted Jesus to be the Messiah, but on Peter's terms. He was okay with Jesus being the Messiah as long as the Messiah didn't suffer, didn't get rejected, didn't die. And so, how often do sometimes we do the same? It's easy to say the right things like, Jesus is Lord, or I believe in God, or I'm Catholic. But Jesus isn't always asking just for the correct answer. He's asking if you're ready to live that answer, to follow him, even when it's inconvenient, to believe in him when it's hard, to trust him even when his plan doesn't look like our plan. Peter loved Jesus. He just didn't love the cross. He wanted glory without the suffering. He wanted the resurrection without the crucifixion. And maybe this sounds familiar to some of us. How often do we say, Jesus, I'll follow you, but don't ask for that much. Or, I'll go to Mass, but don't mess with the rest of my weekends. Or I'll say, I'm Catholic, but don't make me unpopular. We want Jesus to save us, but in some sense, we also want we want to be in control. And when that happens, Jesus says to us what he said to Peter. You're not thinking as God does, but as human beings do. Jesus is the Christ, period. Not just when he's feeding the 5,000 or walking on water, but when he's sweating blood in Gethsemane, when he's carrying a cross, when he's being nailed to a cross. And if he's willing to go to the cross for us, how can we not trust him when he asks us to carry ours? So today, Jesus asks you and I, who do you say that I am? Let's not just say the right words. Let's live them. Let's follow Jesus, not just in the good times, but even when he leads us to the cross, because the only way to the resurrection is through the cross. Amen?